All right, we're on, man. I'm gonna take it off the hook for a couple minutes because I don't want to get interrupted with my phone. I don't know how to pause this thing. I push pause on this thing, but it actually makes me start all over with a new video, and I don't want to do that. I love this shirt today. Pam bought me this, and I can probably kind of stand up a little bit. She's a better half of me, right? But anyway, kind of dressed up a little bit today, and I've got my slacks on. Got my nice slicker shoes on. See if I can get them up in the camera here. There we go. Looking good today. Feeling good. Kind of do a dress-up day, so to speak. And then there's days I wear jeans. And then there's days I actually like to dress differently every day. I don't like to dress the same every day. I like to mix it up a little bit, you know? But this shirt is nice. She bought me 2 of these, and they're, I didn't even know Izod made shirts anymore, but they do. Got it over at JCPenney's this weekend. And got 2 of them. One's kind of a bluish color, and this one's more of a, I don't know if the camera shows it very well, but it's kind of brown, blue, white, kind of checker. Then I've got these tan pants on, and it just really feels good. Just, there's a material. It's a real fine, high mesh, or what do you want to call it? Not microfiber quite, but, you know, it's a real high quality fiber, and it, or weave, or whatever you want to call it. It just feels great. We got them on sale, so because I can't afford the Izod. I'm not a designer guy here. I'm not on a designer budget, okay? But anyway, today's my thoughts. What is this? We got December the 4th, excuse me, 2017. It's rainy today. Oh, it's at about 45-ish or so. Supposed to be cooling off in the 20s. Highs in the 20s. Winter's coming in a couple more days, and then I probably won't be able to walk much more on the trail. But I don't know if I should roll my sleeves up or not. It's hard to find sleeves that are really long. If I stretch my arm out, the sleeve is kind of, you know, but then, I don't know. I suppose I should go on to big and tall man, but these are on sale. But yeah, winter's coming. But I had some thoughts today about how I feel about what I kind of do is kind of do the time dance. You know, I kind of like to do the time dance. I think that we should not think of the past as being trash, or think of the past as something that we regret, or think of the past as something that we wish we hadn't but gone through. I think we should think of the past as something we should really kind of rever the past and realize that it was a great mechanism for us to learn. I know that maybe this living on this planet is highly traumatizing to a lot of people, a lot of beautiful spiritual beings, that who knows where our souls have come from. Some of us have come from different planets. Some of us have come from different places, that from higher dimensions, and we come down here to help this place, help the people on it, help each other, go through this experience, clean this mess up. I kind of think that maybe we're kind of the mops that have been cleaning this mess up down here on planet Earth. I understand that we're one of the last planets to be cleaned up. And so for us to be able to volunteer to come down here and do this is really quite extraordinary. And so some of us older people, I guess you could say, that have had a little more of a storied past, you know, rather than the younger folks. Although even a lot of younger folks in their 20s have already been through quite a bit in their lives. I mean, there's a lot of people that are 30 or 40 years younger than me that have already been through way more than I have. But still, it's a little more of a transition for us to move on into the future. I kind of like to step into the past a little bit too, because I find that it's kind of comforting. There's a kind of a 1 step forward, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or whatever. You know, sometimes it's nice to be able to step back, and, you know, for me, it's like, you know, listen to some disco or something, or some sort of, you know, band from the 70s, or, you know, listen to some Kansas or the Rolling Stones or whatever. Listen to some old stuff from way back then. You know, and just, you know, kind of dive back into the pool of the past a little bit again. Or, of course, I have these old cars I drive too, which is a lot of fun, and I absolutely love it. It's a great escape for me. You know, I'm diving into the future, the swimming pool of the future, every single day. You know, and I get on this computer, and it's all about space aliens, and it's all about, you know, all this stuff going on the planet right now, and new governments, and new this, and UFOs, and Ooh, and it's just like all this scary stuff going on out here, and I don't really see it as being scary because I've lost the fear. I really have. The fear is gone. I don't fear. I don't having to win or lose here on the planet. I'm just here to help. And all this stuff I hear, they can take it all away for all I care. They can take everything I want away from me for all I care. I don't really care. Okay, at a deep level, I don't care. If they came and took my shit, yeah, I'd probably really care and be a little pissed off. But do I really care at a deep level? Not really, because that's not where I'm at. Okay, I don't wrap myself around anything that I own or have or something that's connected to my name or even this business or anything. It's about who I am. It's about what I'm here to do, what I'm here to represent, and that's my mission here. Okay, it's not about coming here and owning things. Okay, so I don't care anymore. So I really don't have a whole lot to lose, even losing this body. I mean, I'd love to be here on this body, and I plan on being here in this body for a very, very long time. But I don't, have some kind of weird thing where I got to hang on to this body. I'm afraid to die, and I'm afraid to move on somewhere. If I feel like I have to for a good cause, if I have to jump in front of a bus to save a little kid, you can better goddamn well know that I'm going to do that. And if it means losing this body, then so be it. That was my mission, okay? So I'm not worried about that. So lose that fear. I would suggest that people lose the fear of all this other stuff out here, because in the end of it all, it's all part of this kind of holographic matrix or whatever you want to call it that we're living in, which is perfectly fine. I'm not saying that we're really living in anything artificial. Artificiality is another judgment to me, okay? And you can judge something to be artificial. I can say I'm artificial too, or the AI, the mechanical devices like Data on Star Trek can maybe call me artificial because I'm organic. So I come from dirt and water and carbon this and all that, you know what I mean? I come from the earth. So, I mean, what you judge to be artificial is even another judgment. But in any case, I think we should embrace our past. I think we should embrace what we've done. I think we should embrace our experiences. I'm not saying that I want to live through all those again necessarily, but going back and visiting them would be actually kind of fun a little bit. And I think maybe that's what I do when I drive an old car or watch an old movie. I just kind of go back in that time and think, gosh, what was I doing, in 1978, or what was I doing in 1988 or 98 or 1968? I mean, I was pretty young then, but what were you doing then? Where were you at? Where were you at in your life? Were you going through a really hard time? What did that hard time teach you? You know what I mean? We pick our parents, we pick our family, we really do. I mean, we really have a soul contract. We come into this body, we pick our parents, we pick our spouses, we pick our children, they pick us. We all kind of synchronistically pick each other. Really, it all comes together like a beautiful teeth on a beautiful on a watch. Okay, I mean, you could almost say the universe is sort of like some kind of a watch. And of course we've had this error, I think you could say, in the universe where we've been kind of hijacked here and things are not going quite right, and there's a tooth missing here. Okay, that's being taken care of. Okay, I guess I consider what's been going on out here as almost like spilled paint. Someone suggested that, and I think it was Jay Essex, and he said it's sort of like a can of paint that's been spilled out here, and they're quickly cleaning it up. Okay, and these beings that were supposed to go to atrophy decided to turn around and try to go to source, and they're doing everything they can in their power to go to source, even if it means shitting all over all of us. Okay, stepping on us, stepping on our free will, and we're kind of like, the Earth is like the last little drop of paint to be cleaned up. Okay, and mind you, it takes average maybe 5 or 10 minutes to clean up after a can of spilled paint, 15 minutes maybe tops. You have to realize the time is different in different aspects of reality. Okay, so it may take 30,000 years to clean up that can of paint, or 15,000 years. These beings have had this time to set up their matrix here, this energy. Sort of like in that Star Trek episode where that energy being came in and created the chaos, created the wars, created the polarity, and then it ate the energy from it. These beings are energy parasites. They are not capable of creating their own energy. They need us to create their energy so that they can live. And their energy, they live on fear, they live on war, they live on terror. They live on, all this kind of thing. This is why they terrorize people when the children, that kind of thing. It's horrible. It's horrible to even talk about. And they drink this, they eat it, they literally consume us on multiple different levels. In any case, getting back to my point about the past, we don't need to really regret our past. We're here to help. We're here to do our part in cleaning up this mess. I'm a mop that's helping to clean up the paint can, okay, or the can of paint that got spilled. And we're nearly done with this, okay, folks? I really feel that we're nearly done with this. I mean, it's too bad that maybe it's gone on this long, but you have to remember how time is different in different aspects, different aspects of reality. Time is different. So it may take 30 or 40,000 years or 100,000 years or a million years, and it may seem like 5 minutes to us. I've heard it said that benevolent beings actually have been working on us and with us for quite some time, and that we actually literally taken from our beds a lot of times at night, and taken onto these ships, and they actually do different things, help us. We could almost say that we're all abductees. Oh, this phone. All right. Can I call you back in a minute?
Yep.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thought I had the thing off the hook. I guess I pushed the other one. Anyway, and I've heard it said that we're taken, and it could be a couple of hours to them up on their ships, 2 or 3 hours possibly, but it's only like maybe a half a second of time or a tenth of a second that we're gone. We don't even notice that we're gone. This is how time is different in different aspects. So what we think of time, what we think is 1 minute, maybe to another being, another ship out there, maybe 2 or 3 hours, or 3 or 10 or 2 or 3 10 days, or 2 weeks, or whatever. Anyway, just trying to say that there's so much more to all this than what we understand. But just don't regret what you've done in your life. Don't regret your experiences. Don't look back on them and, you don't want to go through these unpleasant things again. And there may be certain parts of you think, oh, geez, what did that serve for me to go through that? But I think as you get older, too, people tend to start understanding what you went through and why, I like to think that my parents have done that, I mean, both my parents have been to the school of hard knocks in so many different ways. And, talking to both of them, I think they're beginning to understand why they went through the experiences that they did. And in the end of it all, it's actually helped to enhance their understanding of who they are and why they're here. I mean, it's helped me. And I don't regret a damn thing. I embrace my past. I embrace every single second of it. I wouldn't have taken back any of it, even the most unpleasant moments of it, because that's what has made me who I am today and has given me the understanding of who I am now. So that's my thought for the day. Just don't regret your past. Embrace it. Embrace the past, embrace the present, and embrace the future. Love you guys. I got to call Pam back. Bye-bye.